Daryn, take us through lap traffic in that one, because that was the key to victory at the end. You were so aggressive and so very quick to get through traffic, and at the end, the track slowed down a lot. Traffic was much more difficult, and I think that's what saved the victory for you, was getting by those cars very early on.
That was the most uncomfortable win I've had all year. I can tell you that was, I don't even know what to think, man. I got to go back and watch that on video, because I just knew we were going to get smoked. I mean, I honestly thought I was going to go from the lead to about fourth or fifth in a lap. I just didn't know what to do. I was lost as a driver. The pace of the race just changed dramatically there. I was good on the top in 1 and 2, and when I could run the top in 1 and 2, that really helped me hit the bottom in 3 and 4. There was quite a bit of moisture, but man, I started noticing the lap cars were getting away from me, and the top got up over the shelf down there. And when I started running the bottom all the way around, I started making really bad laps in 3 and 4 on the bottom. So didn't know what to do. I just kept trying to wait for somebody to show me their nose, and I got behind Jacob, and you know, he was doing nothing wrong. I just couldn't get by him running the bottom, so I kept trying the top in 1 and 2, and I was losing ground every time I did that. So, man, it's an uncomfortable feeling as a driver when you know you're doing the wrong thing on the racetrack and you just don't know what to do. But luckily, I threw the white flag. I was looking for the checkered about 5 laps before that. Luckily, it was just enough.
Talk about the presence of mind to follow the slower car when it's somebody like Jacob Allen, who is always very good on the bottom of the racetrack. Does that come into your mind when you see him down low like that? Yeah, and I got behind him, and then I'm watching ahead of him. I mean, I was looking all the way as far up to Brad Sweet, and I don't know where he ran, but you know, he's still running the top, and I'm trying to watch, you know, quite a ways ahead of me to see what cars are doing and what might be fast. And about 2 or 3 to go, I about pulled out of line on the bottom of 3 and 4 and tried the middle or top. I just knew that what I was doing wasn't working, but just had no clue as to what to do to fix it. And it's a bad feeling as a driver, so you're just looking for laps to, you know, run out at that point. And hope nobody drives by you. So when you're searching as a leader, you really hate to pull out of line on a line that you feel like is okay and just let somebody drive by you. So I figured Donny was coming, and luckily we were good enough to hold on. Daryn, we know dirt tracks change throughout the course of the night. It happens everywhere we go, but it seems like this place especially changes maybe more quickly than any other track that the Outlaws visit.
Well, they all change, but that one, and I was expecting this one to change, and we were good in the dash, but made a lot of changes for our car, the A-Main, anticipating that the track was really going to drop off, and Cale did all the right changes there and got us way too tight early, and that, you know, it gave us a good car at the end of the race, but it definitely changed faster and more drastic than I had even envisioned or thought was going to after the dash. So it's just you know, essence of having a great team behind you with great crew guys. Colton, Carver, Cale, they do a great job, and they just always give me a good car, and I got to go out there and just try to put 30 laps together and hold on, and so I couldn't do it without those guys. Casey's here tonight, so it's a big win. Obviously, when you always want to win when the boss is in town. So I just got to thank Great Clips, Team ASC, Sage Fruit, Curb Records, all the sponsors, SurePoint, all these guys make this possible for us to come out here and do what we love.
Well, Daryn, a very happy driver in victory. Donny Schatz, a second place tonight, certainly not for a lack of effort. You were closing in on Daryn Pittman at the end, just ran out of time. It looked like you might even have a shot at him in the final corner there.
I tried. That's all you can do. You know, car was okay. I wish we could have made a few more adjustments, but you know, I guess 25 laps were done, so we'll try harder next week.
You were the only driver really making progress working through the middle of the speedway, especially on the exit of turn number 4. Was that the game plan going into the main event?
There's no game plan. You go where you have to. You go where your car works best. You just keep trying things till you get it right, and you know, it works out in the end. So you know, we got ourselves forward a ways, not far enough, but it's a decent night for the STP team.
Donny Schatz comes home second tonight at the Fulton Speedway. Third place finisher, her career best for the World of Outlaws STP Sprint Car Series. Please welcome Jessica Zemken. Jess, you had that car on a rail there at the closing stages of the race. You were driving past guys. We talked in the dash draw about the experience here at Fulton Speedway. How much did that play a part in that 25-lap main event?
I think it definitely played a part. You know, I knew the bottom would be good later when the middle to the top burned up, and those guys were using it up pretty good early in the night. But I lost brakes on lap 21, and I looked up, and it was pretty nervous. We were definitely coming. I had an awesome car. I got to thank my crew. I got to thank John and Wendy from Corpac Merchandising for giving me this opportunity to be here and to be able to race with these guys, and to be able to come here and compete with these guys no matter how many laps I have here. I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys have been racing longer than I've been alive, and probably it's pretty cool. They have a lot of experience, and it's really good competition. So to be able to come here and to be competitive is it's pretty awesome.
What's going through your mind when you're driving around people like fast qualifier David Gravel and some of the stars with the World of Outlaws STP Sprint Car Series, knowing that maybe your best finish ever with the Outlaws tonight?
I was honestly, as soon as the brakes went to the floor, I said, this is, what always happens. We have a good car, something bad's going to happen. And I didn't know I had to pump him up down the straightaway to get him on the entry of the corner to be able to hit the brown. And they held up just enough to slow me down to be able to catch the bottom. And when I came up on Schatz, I got underneath him a couple times, and I didn't even realize that Saldana was a lap car. I got to say, that's the first time that I've ever been able to come around to lap Joey Saldana. So I got stuck up behind him a little bit, but I'll take third. It's like a win for us, to come here with the budget that we have and the equipment that we have, and to be able to be here and be competitive with these guys. It's just awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, third place finisher Jessica Zemken.